Guys, so today we are going to understand that what is a time variant and time invariant systems, and it is in continuation with the DSP course. So guys, first of all we are going to see what is a time invariant system. That is, it implies that the shape of the response yn, that is the output, depends only on the shape of the input, that is xn, and not on the time when it is applied. So what they mean by this is that suppose I shift xn, suppose I had xn and I have shifted by n naught, that is this is a right shift, and then the response equals yn minus n naught, and it is shifted by the same amount. So what we mean by this is that suppose I have an input say xn and I had an output say yn. So if I shift x by n naught, then by the same amount the output will be shifted irrespective when I apply this. Suppose I apply this at any time t and I also applied this at any time t naught. Then if it does not matter whether I apply it on t or t naught, the change in the output will be same irrespective of the time. So this is what is meant by time invariance, as it can be understood by the name itself, that what we mean by time invariant. That is, the system does not change with time. Okay, so now let us see what is a time variant system. Now a time variant system, the output response depends on the moment of the observation as well as the moment of the input signal application. So what we mean by that is this is that suppose we will take the same example, we have xn and we have the output yn. Suppose I do a change of n naught in xn at time t, then we will have a change of n naught over here and other parameters will also change. Other parameters of the system will also change along with the change in the shift of the output signal, and this depends on the time itself. That is, if I have applied this at t naught and if I applied at t1, then the changes in the parameter and the output will also be different. So in other words, we can say that a time delay, that is we have delayed here over here in this example, or a time advance. By advance we mean that we are doing n plus n naught. This is what advance is and this is what a delay is. So the time delay or the time advance of the input not only shifts the output signal in time, but also changes the other parameters and behavior of the system. This is just what we discussed right now. That is, suppose if we are time advancing it or we are time delaying it, the changes in the output is not only of the shift of the signal, but also the other parameters are also changed. That is, these parameters and the behavior of the system will also change along with the shift in the output. So it can be understood by the name also, that is a time variant system. That is, the output of the system varies with time with the change in the input. So this is time variant system, and this was time invariant system. So guys, I hope you were able to understand it. Now we will see that how we will have to find out whether a system is time invariant or time variant. That is, we have a concept over here, and those guys who know, who have been watching my videos, they know what they have to do when a concept comes. They have to star mark it in their notebooks or wherever you are making your notes. So guys, let us see how we have to deal with a question when we are asked to find out whether a system is time variant or time invariant. So we have steps to follow that. Suppose first of all we are given yt is equal to x of t. This is the output and this is the input. So now first of all what we will do, that is, this is the first step. In the first step we will do a delay of k. So we will write y as y of t comma k, where we will put, suppose there is t over here also, sorry I forgot to write that. So t x of t minus k. Remember that whenever you are doing a delay, it will happen in the x part and not over here. We are not changing the t over here, we are only changing the t over here because we are doing a delay. So now let us see the second step. What is the second step? In the second step we have to replace. Okay, so how we will do that? Let us see. We will simply replace t by t of minus k. Now over here also we will replace t by t of minus k, because we are replacing it and when we are not delaying anything. And here we will also write t minus k. So guys, this is the replace and this is delay. Both are different and you should carefully do both of them as they are different and they will give different answers. So let us say that the delay part was equation 1 and the replace part was equation number 2. So now simply the last step or the third step is we have to see whether 1 is equal to 2 or not. So it is not equal to 2, 1 is not equal to 2, as you can see that we have t over here and we have t minus k over here. So we will write 1 is not equal to 2, so it is a time variant system. Now guys, suppose let us take the same example. If we did not have, say, just a minute, let me change the color of the pen. Suppose in the same example, we did not have t multiplied to xt. That is, suppose we had y of t is equal to x of t, simply. So what is our first step? What we will do, we will delay by k. So we will write y of t comma k is equal to x of t minus k. And now what is the second step? We will replace. We will write y of t minus k is equal to x of t minus k. So guys, you will see that x of t minus k is here also, and we have x of t minus k here also in delay as well as in replace. Let us say this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So we can write that 1 is equal to 2. So we will say that this is a time invariant system. That is, the output does not vary with time. It is independent of the time. And whereas in the above question we had a time variant system, in which the system varied with time and the output varied with time with the input. That is, if you change in the input, then the output will change, as well as the other parameters and the behavior of the system will change. But if we change the output over here, then by the same amount the output, change the input over here, then by the same amount the output will change, irrespective of the time when it is applied. So guys, I hope you are making notes along with me, and please write these definitions. These are very important as they will be asked in your exam. And these are the simple steps that you have to follow, simple 3 steps that you have to follow in order to find whether a system is time invariant or time variant. And guys, if you are able to understand it, please subscribe my channel, as most of the guys who are watching the video, they are liking the videos, and please subscribe it, as it will help me to create more such videos in order to help you understand the concepts better. So guys, this is it for this video. See you in the next one.